Well, Shelly, tell me what a typical day looks like for you here at Lydia House.
A typical day looks like a lot of interacting with the guests. They come to me when they have a need that maybe they feel like has not been met. Sometimes they just come in just to chat, just to talk and talk about their day, talk about the things that they're frustrated about. I also manage the building and make sure that we have all of our needs are met here.
So what's your favorite part of the day?
I think my favorite part of the day is when the kids get off the bus, when they get home from school. They usually come into my office, sometimes not to see me, but because I have candy. They ask questions. They talk about the things that bothered them that day. It's just fun to be around them and to just see them so full of life.
Yeah, and it's good for you to be there for them because they're going through such a traumatic time.
Yes.
So tell us about how it was for you growing up.
My childhood was very traumatic. My dad was a abusive alcoholic. He abused my mom her whole entire life. My mom died at a very young age. I was probably 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
It sent all of us, there was 7 of us children, it sent us into foster care. And foster care was about the same. Most of the places that I lived in were very abusive. They moved us a lot. I came out of foster care a very angry young person.
So you never had a family growing up. So what was it like for you when you became a mom?
Oh, when I became a mom, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I told myself that I was going to just love these children unconditionally, and I wanted to be somebody completely different than anybody that I had been raised with.
Yeah.
Didn't do everything right, of course. Made lots of
Who
mistakes.
does?
Yeah, made a lot of mistakes, but they are good human beings. They love people. They are kind. They love God. They're so good to me, and it was the best job I've ever had.
Aw. So what was your faith like throughout your life then?
We did go to church when on one of my foster homes when I was young. I do remember asking Jesus into my heart, to be my Savior. I just feel like I probably never lived it. I never lived the relationship, the personal relationship with Jesus until probably just a few years ago. Now that I've received it, I'm going to live it.
Yeah.
So truly just living a life the way that Jesus wants us to live.
Yeah. So what brought you to Lydia House? How long ago?
I have been here about 7 years. I came to Lydia House as an overnight family support worker because I needed a job. But after I got here and going on to different shifts, I went to the mid shift. I started interacting a lot more with the ladies. And I started watching them having all of these issues from their past, but they still showed up every single day. They still came to class. They were still, a lot of them, in just really good moods. They were happy to be here. They were thankful. And after watching that, I started healing myself.
Wow.
And realized, started learning how to have my own relationship, my own personal relationship with Him.
So how do you feel like God is using you here at Lydia House? I think we're hearing a little bit of it.
Yeah. I think God is using me here because I just know what the ladies are going through. I feel like we can relate, and I know they know that. The problems that they've had, most of them, probably not all, but most of them, I've been through.
Yeah.
They will come in and talk with me one-on-one, and I usually don't bring up the things that I have been through until they talk about what they have and just think, oh, they're never going to get past it.
Right.
There's absolutely no way for them to get past it. And then I tell them, well, let me tell you what's happened to me, and I am a living testimony that you can get through it.
Yeah.
That you're going to struggle, that you're going to have frustrating and exhausting days, and you're going to cry a lot, but you can make it through.
Yeah.
You can change your life, and you can be different, and you don't have to stay there stuck in your past.
Mm-hmm. I know God is definitely growing you. Well, both of us, because when you work at Lydia House, that's what happened, or at the Open Door Mission. God definitely pulls you out of your comfort zone, and boy, do you grow. And just by you sharing your story, too, I know it's not the most comfortable. You don't like being in the spotlight and things like that. So we appreciate you just sharing your story, but then all that you do to show some love to our guests and the ladies here at Lydia House and the families. So
Thank you.
Thank you.